I'm challenging myself to make a 3D model every day in 2026. This is day two. I decided that I was going to make a sushi platter today. Now, I already had a knife asset that I had made actually on January 1st, right at midnight, or rather, right after midnight. So, right after it had turned to January 1st, the new year. But I didn't actually record that because, like I mentioned yesterday, uh, this video series was more of an afterthought than a concrete plan. You'll notice that I go through all of the effort of painting the cutting board, and then while I'm in the middle of making the actual sushi pieces textured, I don't know what happens. I must have accidentally clicked something and I lost all of the textures that I made for the cutting board. When you're going about making a 3D model, or any creative project really, you know what it feels like to lose progress that you had. It almost makes you want to just like stop. To quote one of my game development heroes, Bennett Foddy, starting over is harder than starting up. I never felt that more than right now. So often when I'm modeling, I like to keep the golden ratio and the silver ratio handy because I feel like it doesn't do too much, but there are ratios that you see a lot in the world and the environment. It's something that uncannily shows up in a lot of places. So I always try to, when I'm not specific about how big something should be, I'll try to use the golden ratio in order to uh, make it look beautiful. Again, just like yesterday, I'm kind of sticking to my usual strategy for texturing. I create a base layer where I just color in the base colors that I expect. Then I add some nice shadows and some ambient occlusion, and then I finish it off with some highlights just to make the details pop a bit more and texture these models. I'm really liking this workflow. I think it doesn't take too long. I think this project here took about an hour and a half to go start to finish, and I think the result turned out really good. Although I really should have added some wasabi and some soy sauce, but the important thing is to create something. And I haven't really worked with actually like rendering things in Blender too much or animating things in Blender too much. So it's kind of new to me, but I'm thinking it's pretty neat. It's pretty fun. I'd love if you could follow this channel. I'm gonna be creating a 3D model every single day, and so you'll get to see my art style evolve over time.